Lotus. If they
Perfect timing in the end. Perfect timing. What do we got? Viper. Ooh, we go for the Viper Omen comp.
DRX has switched the comp up and maybe
taken
taken a little leaf out of Loud's book after losing to that
honestly,
Harbor Viper
should be pretty legit. I'm
implementing
a big fan of this comp.
Viper Sky into their comp.
This is really interesting. They're continuing to cook with stacks on Haven, not playing.
Rin had 10 kills in the first 4 rounds and ended with 13.
Right.
Damn,
the Viper
bro.
coming through. Zest has been picking this up more and more. I mean, with his opening matchup, I think it was like the second time he had ever played
Elkinator, what's up, bro? How we doing with the 4 months? Thank you.
On the Lotus, but this is a very new look here from the side of DRX. I mean, they got to be feeling
I agree with you as well, mate. Thank you. Very much on board with that. Thank you for the 4 months. Perplex as well with the 2 months. Thank you so much. And Jaws, good to see Jaws. Dude, whole year as well, Jaws. Appreciate everything from you, mate. Thank you for sending as well, Jaws. Appreciate that. Thank you again for everything.
Honestly hoping for here, right? This is going to be quite the matchup. Most importantly, because you have DRX
XOZ
coming in with
here.
a new composition, and new doesn't
XOZ,
necessarily
you in chat
mean
still?
better. We'll see if it works out for them. Can BLG catch him off guard? Let's send it back over to your casters, Doug and Bala.
You know, low-key Golden Boy spitting when he says that at the end, because I think that's real talk, right?
Yeah.
Good doesn't necessarily mean better, especially when you have a comp that you've been running for as long as DRX have.
He's not really creative, he doesn't have any ideas.
That's the case. They're starting off
We can
on
work
attack
something
ball.
out.
Meanwhile, Billy's
We'll
sticking
have
to what they know.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll have a thing.
And it is very similar to what
Thanks for that,
DRX
Sheriff.
normally run on this side, on this map. For me, I'm fully looking over on the side of Billy. On that side of the stage, how do you contend with a loss?
Yeah, this is gonna be interesting with the Viper, comp as well. I'm not sure how much practice they've had against this.
An upset.
I think this is a good curveball from DRX, to be honest with you. This could be interesting. So, Billy on defense, DRX on attack. And yeah, there's a lot to play against this. Basically, in terms of the DRX comp, we'll see how they're going to use it, but a lot of the time it's protect the VIP being the Viper, and a lot of the time when they get over towards the site, you can't really retake it because there's going to be smokes in these kind of positions. So a lot of time what you're going to do is reactively push behind, or you fight for the site a little bit heavier. So we'll keep an eye on if Billy can actually do that, because that is the big... this is the big win condition, really, a lot of the time. I say as we go for an instant retake setup. Ooh, with a kill setup on towards Heaven. That's kind of interesting for the fast retake, maybe?
And they're mollied off from spawn with the orb up.
Yeah, I think Billy are going to struggle. It looks like they haven't played against this comp much, and this is already worrying signs. We have a...
But again, it's isolated.
Yeah, this is worrying.
Rin now starting to funnel up, but they've done such a good job of containing them out from Link.
Yeah, that's not how you want to approach it. I like the idea, though, kill setup, then they Omen flash, then they one pass and go for a bit of a setup. But I'm not sure if we actually blocked this. Yeah, in terms of what I said, I'm not seeing it already in terms of fight site heavy or go behind, because it just becomes too strong here. So this honestly might be where Billy have a very hard time.
All the mollies possible to stall, not even play for post bind, although that's something that they can rely on too, which is a tough thing to tell whether they're doing.
What's the comp from DRX trying to achieve? Get onto the site, you win the round, straight up. Get over towards the site, and if Viper's alive, majority of the time you're going to win the round. That's what it's all about. It's Loud comp. The team that did it fast, I'm not actually sure who did it fast, but I think Guards did it the best. They're using a lot of the Guard stuff. I'm not actually sure if they did it first, to be honest, but Guards definitely did it the best. They're the ones that made it like the most viable. Fury did Fury and Loud both used Harbor.
First teammate. Hold RB's back. If he gets up closer and then dashes into that stun into window. You're looking at a dead RB.
I always refer to this as the Guard comp because Guard use it best, in my opinion. Again, double wall blocks off vision, right? So you kind of have to have 2 people over. What is this arrow? 2 people over towards A, because you block vision, so you create pressure. Also, double backs is like a smoke over towards B, so it's kind of nice.
Into the site, feeling like they've lost control of the situation, feeling like DRX were intent on going B instead.
Okay, very nicely done. Get a plant down on this one as well, 1 armor, and we pick up the gun that got killed as well. So very nice to them to get a full bonus. This is going to become a gun, probably a drop from over towards here. No. Yep. No. Yeah. And then, yeah, this is looking pretty decent. Am I predicting a deadlock in one of the remaining games? I think we would have seen it by now. I think it's done. Would I rather have the Omen or the Harbor? I'm a big Omen fan on this. But honestly, I do like how people play the Harbor in terms of retaking a bit more on defense. I think it's a little bit more flexible. I actually kind of like both, to be honest with you. But I'd like Omen a lot. But honestly, this is one of the maps where I'd probably kind of fine with both. But I like the Omen flash just because a lot of the time it's hard for this comp to shut down a main early on, and I like having the Omen flash to instant descend it from like one of these angles. Yeah, this is the bonus round here. We get a just. Oh man, I'm really worried about Billy Gaming on this one. This might be brutal. They haven't had a round in the last 14 rounds, right, or something? Where are we at? 12 rounds. Last 12 rounds, they haven't had a round.
Game to make it so difficult for those
oh, boss, give him a kill. Give him something.
Right here in the bonus. I'm gonna do
it was 14?
Yeah, go on, overreact.
Because Mako's on the flank, this round's over.
Wait, it'll be 13, right? Because of the...
And you also have RB playing mollies in the post line again. That's what they love in some of these situations. That's
no, yeah, you got it right. 14, 15 with this.
Who's going to struggle with that fact over and over.
No, 13, 14 with this, right?
Like DRX, if they're going to continue to catch these timings, it's very reminiscent of how Billy liked to play.
Yeah.
I think about how they did it against NRG on Split.
14 with this, bro. We're every chat. You lot are everywhere with the maths. Pretty confident it's 14 because it was 11 in a row. No, chat, I don't know. I hate on the fly maths. 15 now. Shot. Long story short, there's a lot of rounds in a row.
First 2 series that Billy
Force them down to an eco. And I need to see some proactiveness from them. Some proactiveness in terms of over-rotate or push down middle.
Having those moments. Opportunity here, Billy on a light buy. There's a Guardian up for Yosemite. Guardian down.
Yeah, and that felt like that.
Yeah, they're at least being proactive over towards here. They push down. This is kind of nice. This forced them into this little area. Probably going to see a bit of chilling from DRX here. Just work out what the hell's going on.
Lotus or against NRG, Yosemite hits those shots. He gets 2. Yep. Right, and the crowd goes nuts, and we go, how the heck are they doing this? What's going on? That spark isn't there anymore. And in fact, it feels like such a distant memory.
15. It was, let's think, it was 11. No, it was 10.
You don't have to contend with anything mentally there.
Right, yeah.
It was 10-1. Then they won a round, make it to 2. Then they won every single round. So that's 10 on top. No, 11 on top. And then they won 3 here. Yeah?
The fact you lose a pistol, the fact that you get bonus.
Right? So it's 15 now.
Bianca's about to face 4 members of DRX. Yeah, he gets 1 for his troubles.
30 seconds left.
But that's all it is.
And you need to start doing some damage here for Billy. You can't just rely on your loss bonus to Balloon. If you want to come back into this, if you want to stop the momentum, you have to deal with the economy of
How are we struggling with this, bro? It was more just forgetting that they won the 11. It's more that they won the the fact that they won the 12th round, basically.
48 and 47 respectively.
That was what was tripping people up.
He did pick up a Phantom, so
including me.
Maybe he can save that. Walked away from his teammate, though, is not going to be the way to do it.
No.
And that's the problem there. Knight needs
what do
to
we
try
got?
to die
Let me quickly check over towards this. We'll see if we can do any extra damage. We got Mr. Monster. Thank you so much with the gift to Josh RT. Thank you. Jaws as well, gifting another sub as well. Out. Doesn't tell me who the name was though. Jaws, appreciate that. Thank you for doing this. Chat, that's my intent. Fine, right? It's just a stream.
Yeah,
let me restart this. There we go. At least it happened in a perfect time. iKnock91 as well. Thank you for the 10 months. Thank you. And David VLNT. David, appreciate you.
Although with Bank, it's really difficult to even find yourself.
I mean, yeah, David, yeah, but.
And this timeout marks 16 rounds in a row lost for Billy.
Yeah.
If you didn't have enough time to contend with that loss on Lotus.
Okay, but this is a good time for them to talk about it, and hopefully like the coach at least watches some other regions or has watched some other games and kind of knows now how they're playing so that they can kind of change this up. A lot of this, again, is you either gotta stack sites heavy or you gotta push behind and have different retakes to what you normally want to do.
Right? The overreactors.
I mean, the situation doesn't look good.
Dude, I love this game. I mean, in that first map, everybody's like, it's Jover, DRX is done, they're going home.
Yep.
The second half, they're like, oh,
did you see the foot coach's interview yesterday between the maps? Yeah. I mean, he knew that they had to win the maps. I mean, he was very genuine at least.
When we overreact,
but yeah,
and we just can't stop.
No?
We can't.
I don't know. I was hoping they put up a bit more of a fight on Pearl.
Alright, so you're saying this
It's
game is
not
over.
great to watch Pearl.
That's messed up.
Okay, they decide to get an op out. Maybe we see this go over towards here. This is the prime spot to kind of clear everything. It's the only spot that you can hold A from. Honestly, the straight up swing over towards Garage might work here.
He loves to go dry.
Yeah.
He loves to do that, and he is the master of re-peeking. We've seen him do work at angles like this, but look at DRX. They're already considering an early one-way, so he can't peek out. Now he can activate the dash and go for some
with the
more.
recon, does that give it away?
Off of it yet.
RB is just filled in behind it. He didn't even get the turret. That thing's still up, pesky as it is.
And look at this double duo of Zest and Buzz again in front of this smoke. Already got value before. Drone coming in from backside. This is an opportunity to isolate a fight for Buzz up close, and they miss him.
Damn, they missed him. Does he want to send it?
I have no idea. Is K-Knight aware? Is he expecting Buzz's presence?
White bar.
Buzz kind of has to wait for a second smoke here on front B from either Mako or Rin to get out of this situation or use one of his own.
This is nice that with the wall up as well, they go and create a bit of pressure over towards A. Time's getting a little bit low here.
He's going to push into it. They
50
both
seconds.
into it at the same
Damn, they
time.
both went for that.
K-Knight tried finding space
And then
in
the
that
ult
smoke.
on top, that creates a lot of pressure. Keep an eye on the luck. I say luck over towards short. That kind of means that they want to hit here. This is hard. Pressure over towards B.
Yeah,
Fight over towards A, and a lot of time they either want to fight the site heavy or go flank behind. That's a big kill. Honestly, this is looking great for them at the moment. Good omen flash over towards long as well. Okay, they're pivoting all the way to C, and this time is going to be crazy close. They might have to go B. This is...
With the ult as well out of Bianc. He cannot die here. They might have time.
Oh.
And he does. Can he get the plant? No. Yes.
Oh my, I think he's got it.
How have they made it this far?
Damn, dudes. What the hell? What the hell was left on that? Like 0-10?
Can Billy stabilize?
Why is he on the ankle? Mako can't go past it.
No.
And he knows. Plus another one.
No, they don't win this though, right?
Buzz with 3. He's got blades too.
There's no way.
He's just perched down on the side. He's gotten 4. Can Buzz do it on his own? No, he falls. Mako looking for
Oh my god. I feel so sorry for Billy Gaming, dude. They can't get around.
That is just absurd. And Billy, not only do they
Oh
have to
man,
deal with the fact
this
that
must
they
be
just
so
lost
painful to watch, bro. Their
to a
coach must be
perfect half
losing their
after
mind.
dominating on their first. They were so close. Now, once again, so close.
Ah, that is ridiculously
But
close.
they get
Buzz gets
hit with
4K
a
on top of this as well. Got the
2v5.
most
Oh
important
my
kill over
goodness.
towards Garage.
It was like 0.1 left on the clock when the spike went down.
And they're going for a fast push down mid. Knives active for YZ. Going for the Fnatic push.
Yeah, straight up Fnatic.
Well set up. He's gonna see so much.
With the Soverall as well. Maybe they could have waited for the Soverall before he swung this. Dude, DRX are all over them, and it feels like Billy are struggling a bit with some of these unlucky timing. This is a fast rounds, bro. Maybe another timeout? I'm not sure.
18 in a row. Following up from Lotus.
Yeah,
I asked if
they're struggling to play against this
some people
comp.
would be happy on that first half, but this
They're
is
heavy struggling against this
absolutely
comp.
brutal.
Okay, op. Again, you kind of need the op to go over towards here, but it's easier said than done. Also, this wall's like, they do the wall a little bit further back. I'm not even sure this is a line anymore.
Are they expecting the up down C now?
We haven't seen.
They are, man.
Yeah, that's mad.
Already smoking top C. Trying to deny information, force the op to rotate on a normal passive
0.09 with the plant. Damn, bro.
Dude, it's crazy. Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Oh, man. Strong off angle.
Oh, no.
God, dude. They're wrecking them.
Like they have nothing left.
Solo duels too there from K-Knight.
Okay.
Nice from Bianca.
You gotta go so huge.
Still so much to do. 31 HP left.
Low
He's got
HPs.
side by himself. And Bianca very well may.
Player standing.
A 1v1. Another opportunity at getting back into this. And this time it connects.
Nicely done. They get around. Oh my god.
Finally breaking the streak of what, 18 rounds in a row?
18 in a row, but big round
That's
for Billy Billy.
devastating.
They lose 2 players early. That's a 3v5, so some life in them still. And the Billy fans in the crowd desperately trying to inject some energy and deny the DRX fans something here in the arena.
Yeah. In terms of it though, it's like the worst round, worst round you can win. One person surviving, so your money's in the bin. 1-9 loss bonus on top of it if they win. Sorry, if they lose. Huge round. This is pretty much the half. It might even be the game.
There's so many things you're gonna have to contend
Now
with
what do
here
they
if you're
do? Because you
Billy
can't really
Billy.
you
got
can't.
Buzz dashing forward, you've lost having control. They
It's
have
early
to play
ult.
off.
You should run.
Oh my goodness.
Lockdown though.
Oh my god, there's so much going on. It's a good plan for long. We've got people that are playing. But Buzz looks like he's going to tank it.
Lineups from Zest, lineups from RB.
Nida's ult.
They're coming
4 out
heavy
But they
heaven.
don't expect Mako here, do they? Oh, he
Oh
gets hit
god,
by
he
the
tanked
stun.
it.
He's gonna dash right into him. YZ falls. Buzz still playing down in hell. No armor, 72 HP. The swing out into
Did
smoke.
Mako
The
just
spam
do the
connects.
best Omen flash
As
ever?
Buzz
It feels
gets
like
another,
it.
looking for the third, and he finds it.
Dude, he flashed 4 people with his Omen
They
flash.
just got flooded back. In a situation
Buzz
where
is
they're
a
the ones
savior
trying
at the
to use
moment.
that
13 to 3 as well.
Buzz is under
And
really
it's like
deep
what we
and
said,
dark.
worst possible
Under
round for
heavy.
them to win in terms of one person surviving, and then this happens. Yeah, this Omen flash hit 4,
He's able to
chat.
protect Mako, who is
Yeah,
luckily
and
in
then
the best
Buzz
position
managed to get the
ever.
kill while the
Why is
Omen
he
flash
trying
went
to
in.
dash out? He's literally in his smoke.
Yeah.
Not able to trade
bro.
that kill, and that allows all the players coming back from the lockdown to rush their way back in.
Buzz was a hero there for sure. 13 and 3 for DRX, and I don't know how Billy slow this down, man. I really don't. They continue to put tools in the hands
Yeah,
of their
it's
star.
really
YZ
hard.
once again
You
with
you
the
see this a
rifle.
lot
He's not gonna
where
have an
like
op in the rest of
teams
the half for this, though,
teams have a
because of this
certain
decision,
like
unless somebody can
comp
save up for
that
him, which
becomes pretty
Yosemite might
popular
be
in their
positioned to do
region,
later on.
and teams get used to playing it. It's kind of like the Fnatic thing. It's like a good example, to be honest. So like this game, actually, you could do like a good YouTube series on it in terms of like it's a good example of. Everyone started playing the Fnatic comp, so teams worked out how to play against it. Now we have this comp. Pretty much only NA use this comp, or like America's use this comp. So those kind of teams are used to playing against it, but now it isn't just a common thing in China, so no one can really play against it. Well, then they can play against it, they're just not used to it. So sometimes if you haven't seen it, you don't really understand how you should be playing against it. But we watched enough Americas, we kind of know, but being on the server, focusing on... The problem is that you focus so much on your own team when you're in a team, that when stuff like this happens, you haven't had the luxury of watching the other demos, so you don't actually know what to call.
And 2 found, but you see it, paranoia, concerned about what's coming elsewhere.
Here.
RB is through garage right now.
I don't know that they're to play, I mean...
Oh my goodness, he is deep.
So basically, Americas is ahead of the meta. What you happen is you have like sub-metas. We kind of saw it with, say, Pearl and Lotus are the best examples. EMEA were way better than everyone at Lotus, and Americas were way better than everyone at Pearl. Like they just had their own like little metas where they kind of focus so heavy on the map itself. It does just happen.
It's not planted for spawn either here. It's not planted for RB. Mako has to do everything.
Oh,
There's nobody coming RB's
it's a good
way.
pulse from
He's
him.
done it before, though. Can Mako
Okay,
do it
they
again?
know now with
The fault
this.
line. Mako looking to connect, only 1 found. RB by himself in a 1v3.
Okay, nicely done though. 3 people surviving, get some upgrades as well. So this is a huge round. Shout out to Wizzy here. That was kind of all
That
him.
right there, you asked how do they stay in this? That right there was how. 2 hero rifles bought. They were still going to be able to buy next round. So dealing with losing that loss bonus really
Mal the
well.
Bard, what's up, bro?
And
I was
winning in that
actually
instance
in your store the other day.
MasterCard thrifting
Mal the Bard, good to see you, bro.
It's so
Thank you for the
important.
bits
Yeah,
as
3
well,
frenzies,
man.
3
Appreciate it.
pistols. Look at this out of YZ.
Yeah, it's a big
Doug, I think
change
I
up
have
for
the
them.
script. I think
It's
they're
a
gonna
big
go ahead
change
and
up.
DRX are gonna close
I
out
like
the
it though. I
chapter
think
2,
it's a
and then
strong
we'll
change
go
up for this
back.
matchup. I think it's really
Yeah, you
smart
got
by
the
them.
script
Yep.
Western Me as well. It's a good time for a
Well, we'll have
timeout
a
as
little
well.
bit of time
Western Me,
to
thank you
discuss
so
the
much
script.
with the Prime as well.
Billy starting to find
Thank
some
you,
life,
thank you.
injecting some
Appreciate
pace
that. Thanks for the
into
5
this
months.
defensive
Mr.
side.
Monster
Again,
as well with
YZ
the
was hero
gifted.
that last round, because
What
not
the
only does he
hell?
get the kills with the rifle that was
Mr.
invested
Monster?
and put into his hands, but that allowed the additional rifles to get picked
Get a
up for
head in the
Billy
gut,
to give
bro.
him
What's
a
going on
fighting
here?
shot.
Mr. Monster, thank you for the
Just those
gifted.
2 rounds is
Appreciate
enough.
it. Thank you so
Start
much.
to break the bank from DRX. It's not perfect out of them, but plenty still.
Thank you, Mr. Monster.
if they're able to start
Cowards,
stringing some
yeah,
rounds
of course.
together, we
Not
might
saying that.
end up with a broken bye towards the end here for DRX. Either way, they're still in full control.
PaperX's pile is really good. Do you think they can win against
possibilities
the American
creeping back
teams?
into
Yeah,
Billy
because
Billy's
do you know
head
why?
with those
Like,
couple of
if you had
round
asked me
they've got
about
now.
old Pearl, I would have said no. But the fact we got like a new Pearl with the changes, it kind of
But they are
reset
starting to
everything
rely
a little
on
bit.
some
The
significant hero plays.
the Harbor Viper comp that dominated
Not a
over towards
YZ.
B because the map layout kind of
you
got
could see it in some of those lost
eradicated,
rounds too.
to be honest, in
People
terms of
solo
it. Now you
peeking
only
to try
need
to
a
find
solo
value.
smoker and maybe some more varieties became
these
more
last
viable.
three.
So all of
So
the kind of
desperately.
meta of that kind of shifted. So it kind
They
of
find themselves
reset.
with a fighting chance.
America's
I
being
will
so
say
far
these
ahead on that
halves,
map, in my
with
opinion.
this type of Viper comp, are really
So, yeah.
swingy. We can get really
Anonymous
massive
gifter
leads on
gifting
one
a sub
side or the
over
other.
towards come on chat. Thank you very much, mate.
Towards mid.
Thank you for that.
This
I'll
lineup from beyond, the fact that
don't
Kana
do it,
just
chat.
invested his
Don't
small
be those
line.
people.
Why is he close? Oh, it's so well
A
handled.
double peek from mid
Yeah.
and garage.
This is
Whoa,
much better from them.
nicely
They go
done.
aggro, and this was DRX calling a
that's time
timeout,
with
and this
Beyond
is the
start
aggro
grinding so that
defense
everybody
coming
is
in. So we like
trying to
seeing that.
avoid it
We like
or
seeing that
hit
a
it.
lot.
Right, either you clear it out, and then you get sucker punched, or you're lit up like a Christmas tree.
Yeah, and they just went a little bit aggro on them. And again, a lot of this works because in the moment you're
DRX
so
quiet
focused
on that one,
on
so start to
listening to
rotate
what your
towards
coach
the
has to
3v5
say on the
somehow,
attack
some
rounds
way
that you
he's putting
focus
it
so
on
heavy
the
on your own
no
little
way to
game plan,
actually
whatever
know
the new
that's
thing is,
wrong.
that you kind of forget the
Get some
enemy
space.
team can do something aggro. So
From
it's an
Yosemite.
old classic, but again, we've got to talk about it every time we see it, just because it is
That
a
was
classic.
Marco smoking late because he's trying to get space here for Zest.
And those shocks are going to show up late, too.
Okay, this is a good example of the protect the VIP comp. Oi, that is ridiculous ult, though.
Sax is going to fall into the
That was
A little
nice.
bit more, though.
They can't.
Gets
It
two.
might still work, chat. This might be a prime example of
Spoilers
the
are so
protect the
good in that orb.
VIP
He's
and
gonna
why
TP
it's so
past it,
strong.
though. Oh, right into Zest!
Monko's really far back, too, and right now there's a smoke impeding his view, but they have to clear Zest, and they do. Beyond pushing forward.
It's close, though. You
Kana
kind of
with
see
three,
what I'm
and another
talking
round
about in
for
terms of like
BLG.
3v5, making this so close. The Viper util here kind of stops you getting out. You can't perform the perfect retake from this. Even with what went down, it was still a very close round. This was a good example of like why the comp is a nightmare to retake. 3v5, they even put an ult into it, and you could see that it was actually winnable. Only difference was this 1v1 under Balk.
It's their first playoff match at a global event ever. And they've actually earned themselves with their group stage push to get a second opportunity, even if they go down in this game. But
Moxima,
everything that
what's
they
up, dude?
learned along the
Moxima
way
with the
is
5
so
months. Thank
crucial.
you for the
And I think
prime.
you're already
Appreciate you.
seeing
Thank
them
you. Thank you. Appreciate all the support,
through
dude.
one of those
Thanks
barriers.
for that. Hey, they're getting.
YZ is
I mean,
a
they're
judge.
getting. Dude, if they get 5, it's actually a pretty good
Handblades
half
online,
against this comp.
wanting to find a way to peek.
Problem is, this comp kind of
You
a
see the
nightmare
fault
to play
line set up
against
for Kana, too. They're going to pounce on
on
this.
attack as well.
They're going to pounce on this because Yosemite's going to get
As
some
in
info
against
early on.
attack.
And there it is.
Oh
There's
god,
fault
the
line.
judge over
And
towards
there it
long.
is for Yosemite. 2 found. YZ with the third.
Nice.
Oh,
It's been a while since we've seen him get out the judge, but
RB's going to have to 1v5 his way through this round. What a spectacular setup for Billy Billy.
okay, nicely done. Yeah, they're
Most
really
beautiful
clawing
part
this one
about
back.
that to me is that the Jet's not the one pushing up short.
And they're
Every
doing
other
enough
team
damage before they get over
is going
towards
for
the
that
sites.
sort
They're
of
being a lot
approach.
more aggro.
With a carpet bomb through. Sewers with the breach, with the Omen, with the KJ following it up. And then it's
Yeah, it's
YZ
been a
that
while
they're
since we've
baiting
seen him
into
use the
with
judge, but
And
this is
again,
nice.
A fantastic smoke out of Rin from cross map. They found some life, yeah, and honestly, the fact that these rounds are coming, they're coming at crucial moments where DRX does not have these ults at any point in these
Yeah, last
couple.
round. Dude,
Don't
I'm
really
telling you,
have it.
5
I mean,
is
they have
5 is
some money
very
to
nice
bring
if they
into
got that,
this. A
especially
bulldog for
considering
Buzz.
it's
He's got blades, so
6-0.
Zest with the Guardian, and meanwhile, the op for YZ. Currently no challenge down too long, though. And it seems like Billy Billy are intent on wanting to take some of that space. They've tucked Yosemite into Cubby.
They're gambling very
Love
heavy
this
with a
too.
C at the
YZ
moment.
with the op on the angle, if they ever spot him, it's so much more difficult to deal with a player in Cubby because you're trying to not get opt at the same time.
Right.
There's the possibility of going for a pop smoke, but
It's close.
very unlikely to happen.
Yeah, it's
But
just a little bit
nice
off.
attempt there from Zest to break the turret with the spam.
Honestly.
And he finds it.
Yeah, that was
There you
nice.
go.
Honestly, I will say they managed to get the turret very far
Second
back on the
touch
ledge,
charm.
though.
You normally don't have high pen weapons on the attack side, so the fact that the money is broken actually allows
That does
them
create the question mark
do
over
that.
towards here. That's nice to see if anyone's got any info over towards A. They see that no one has, so
They're
they
trying to move to
imagine
that same pit
that
where Zest
because
was
they
trying to
block
lurk
vision,
through
there
A
should be
when they
2
hit the
towards A,
execute.
but as we can see, Bilibili Gaming are taking a bit of a gamble.
Even force Buzz into a position. No, it looks
And
like
I imagine it's because these guys are going to reactively do this.
Buzz dashing out with Paranoid.
Oh, that was a nice hit with the Omen Flash that went all the way through. Viper ult twice over towards B at the moment.
Mako feeling some of that pressure.
Oh, good spam.
They've got Buzz back sight.
Remember, Mako can always TP out.
Yeah.
Shocks.
Oh,
nice. Yeah, that was really good.
Sess is going to have to do it on his own, and Buzz gets cleared out as well.
Damn, they create so much pressure. They're going to have to spam as he gets out of there.
5v3.
Oh, risky moment there. Zest was the one who had to go recover the spike.
Killjoy. Dude, the Killjoy got a kill during this, right?
They're going to have to
Did Killjoy, chat, did Killjoy get a kill, or did Killjoy, once they took B, go down and get this ult? Get this orb, sorry. They don't see.
Oh, it's so audacious. He does find one kill for it. He's still alive. Oh my gosh, he finally gets cleared out. A 3v2.
Oh my god.
He's gonna have to get it.
5. Ooh. That was impressive. Okay, so what I think happened, because the Killjoy was over towards here, I don't think the Killjoy got a kill, unless anyone in my chat says different. But I'm pretty sure he went and got the orb while they took B, then had the ult to get rid of the Viper ult, and then actually win them this round. This is actually a nice round to watch. He did get orb 100%, yeah, cool. What a nice round from them. What a good
For DRX, it was halftime in Lotus. And then when we really thought everyone thought BLG was done, Bilibili was no longer gaming.
I love this guy's replays, man.
7-5 half, a competitive one at that. And
He's
for
incredible.
DRX, we've got to ask. Really, we're going to get the pleasure to ask Buzz this because they got
nice,
through the group of death. They had a nice long break. Let's see how they spent
Furious
that time.
Meow, what's up, bro? With the 13 months as well. Thank you, thank you. Uh-oh. Okay.
일단은 플레이오프에 가장 먼저 진출하게 되어서 너무 기쁘고요. 일단 그 플레이오프 경기 전까지 많은 시간이 있는데 그 많은 시간 동안 잘 준비해가지고 플레이오프에서 어떤 팀을 만나든 이길 수 있도록 열심히 하겠습니다. 사실 그 죽음의 조라고 불릴 만큼 많이 강한 팀들이 섞여 있고 어려운 조였는데 당연히 어느 팀을 만나든 이길 자신이 있었지만 저희도 질 수 있겠다라는 생각을 갖고 방심을 하진 않았고 일단은 플레이오프는 일단 그룹 스테이지보다 훨씬 더 중요하니까 그냥 저희끼리 그냥 이 남은 시간 동안 플레이오프를 잘 준비해서 좀 더 새로운 거를 만들어야 될 것 같고
Probably needs like 5 more minutes.
부족했던 거를 좀 더 많이 채워야 될 것 같고 그렇게 하면 또 이제 상대도 저희를 이제 간파하기 좀 어려워질 것 같아서 저희가 남은 시간을 잘 활용해서 그런 강점을 많이 이용해야 될 것 같아요. 다른 팀한테 없는. 다른 팀한테 없는 그런 많은 시간을 잘 이용해서 저도 괜찮고 저도 어차피 패자조 가서 이기면 된다라는 마인드로 저희가 졌다고 너무 분위기가 다운만 안 되면은
Kadasan, no, I haven't.
패자조 가서도
Dude, I imagine I'm not gonna like that. I'm
이
not gonna like
맵을
you.
지든 이 맵을 지든
I'm kind of picky, bro.
다음 맵에서 좀 더 힘을 발휘할 수 있을 것 같아요. 죽음의 조에서 올라온 DRX이기 때문에 절대 쉽지 않은 경기일 거예요. 그래서 아무래도 좀 준비를 단단히 하고 오는 게 좋을 것 같습니다. 저희는 어느 팀을 만나든 아주 강력하기 때문에 잘 준비하고 오십시오.
For DRX working through the gauntlet that they did, they
Do you know when Breezo Icebox are coming back? We should find out map info after this tournament, really. There's a big chance one of them comes back and we get a new map and it's -2/+2. But we'll wait and see, because there's definitely a new map coming. In theory. Well, I say definitely, in theory. Like 90% sure there's a new map coming. That's pretty much what the teaser trailer was for. Okay, so Bilibili now gone to attack, and we have to play retake on this one, but they're kind of fine with the retake. This is the, again, I think Guard made this, but this might have been loud as well. Just the retake wall means that you can get through this choke point, split the map up in half. Damn. Frenzy Mania, 4 kills.
And RB's now just starting to rotate onto the site.
Yeah, the frenzies are strong. Yeah, I like this. And again, they split it in half, but honestly, they fought behind it really well over towards like this area, like over towards logs. The Chancellor, what's up, bro? How we doing as well? Thank you, thank you.
The fact that Molly goes down
Appreciate that 8 months, mate.
Okay, they don't want us backside. Let's wait until they take it and then really pinch them from all sides.
For the next few weeks, yeah, it should be good. We've got a lot of good games.
Push, fantastic. And DRX is playing solo Killjoy towards A on both sides. Both the pistol and this one.
Bro, what a comeback this is right now.
Look at where Yosemite and Ren are right now.
Yeah, they're chilling in spawn.
Yeah, they're so far back.
Yosemite's just on top of, like, under his turret.
Guys are just expecting some pressure and some aggression from the defense. It just never comes.
It's
kind of nice setup over towards A in terms of he gets early info, but this is also watching short.
Stay around in garage, stay around in mid. It looked like they might
But
go
if
for
he falls back to watch short, it also watches long. It's nice.
I believe RB
It's like double information in terms of early info. You fall back and then you can work out if they're definitely actually hitting.
I mean, he's stunned up. He's not gonna be able to get offside. He's paranoid.
It's unlucky. It's a nice team flash from his mate, but man, that's a strong sight here.
Nonetheless.
It's so difficult to stay on site there when that paranoia is coming in, the stun's coming in, breaking the dart is difficult by yourself.
I like the idea, to be honest with you, on the eco.
You can see him panic on all directions there. Nothing he can do to get off.
Here.
It's just like waiting for death.
Oh, perfectly timed. One way,
Oh,
but
you crazy guy.
he just walks into it. They're flooding out right now, and it doesn't matter anyways.
Oh, they're trying. They're trying, and just not the case.
That was decent, and they could afford to lose one gun, and they did. So this is going to be a very good bonus, unless he wants the attack op. So honestly, when I used to watch the Chinese games, he would probably not buy this, and they would op a lot of the time. But I think it makes sense when 4 people survive to buy into this and have a good bonus. Either way, you can buy next. So that's nice.
Going back to that first half, and again, I've got to draw attention to this because it's happened 3 times now.
Look at this,
Every team and a half has won the bonus.
Yep.
It's now their time. It's now their time to just win 18 in a row.
Continue that streak.
The fact that this is already tied is commendable for Billy right away, because other teams who lose that first map
this
like
is good info as well.
Crumble. We've seen
Recon
it
over towards here,
DRX,
doesn't scan everything. Well,
Champions,
say doesn't scan anyone, so they kind of know that the long is clear. I say that, they did their smoke a little bit deep, so maybe could have gone into it.
Here though, Billy
Practice cursing that, honestly, maybe, because this is a strong pulse.
Take the lead if they win the bonus.
Nice trade. Yeah, Yosemite dinked him.
Definitely favors the attackers in most cases, but Yosemite down means flanks are going to be possible. Wonder if DRX wants to start to go for it, but without
good luck,
Buzz,
Mako.
that's the guy
Big round for him. Could definitely flash TP out.
They found Mako alone here though. And again, same situation. He's going to make a TP play up close to the orb.
But he meets the same fate.
That was bold.
Much like we saw in the previous round. Stacks pop, flashing out of the smoke, doing it on his own. And they've got
damn, look at these mollies for the retake.
Brent's gonna have to do it on his own.
Wait, these were nice. There's a lot of interesting things going on. I'll talk about it in a sec.
DRX throw the brakes on it, understanding the onus is on Rain to swing out
Okay,
and make
so they decide to have their Viper orb over towards here, and they can fast retake with this. A lot of times, guard and stuff are doing their Viper orb here, and they can kind of play around it. You can smoke inside, and the guy on site can kind of play a life. Maybe would have saved the Omen in this example, but what they do is they have it here, and then they had a molly here and here for the retake. So it's actually pretty nice. Forces them out into the open, hopefully where the flash is going to be, and then they can kind of flood retake. I liked it. There's some nice stuff here.
One on default and one where the jet normally dashes.
I wonder if they're going to switch it up as well. I wonder if they're going to change into the normal smoke that the guard normally do. So yeah, Cuss comes in like we said when we said they're going to get 18 rounds. They of course get around.
They set Buzz up here. Now spotting both.
Yeah, there's a little bit of damage done. In terms of the econ, money's pretty low for everyone. It's a very big important round.
K-Knight has the Rolling Thunder.
Drone traded by
drone for dog.
Keeping the space here by Stacks.
All right.
Well done. And the drone doesn't get info about exactly what's on the other side, because that's instantly re-cleared. Mako
I like that he stays back wall, so it'll hit someone here if they're there.
Breach ult though, and they're playing up close. This could be really bad for DRX.
That flash didn't hit.
Look how back he's playing right here.
Does
to make
this
sure
hit
that
this
he's
corner?
hitting the player in short.
No.
It didn't hit Buzz. Oh my goodness, it didn't hit Buzz. They're gonna check him. No, they don't.
29 HP.
Stacks gets another. DRX DRX refused to release
29 HP. It all came down to a spam, not fully spamming him down. 29 HP. That's all this round had. That's crazy.
He can't.
Just needed an extra bullet in that corner.
Buzz has just gotten away with the round. Just crazy. He just tucked himself into that smoke. And once again, a different smoke from Zest. He's throwing a lineup from spawn at the beginning of the round so he can set up on C as well. So spreading his Viper Util really wide and allowing somewhere to play for Buzz. Normally that smoke is going in between the default box
Ayless,
and
thank you so much. Thank you for the gifted. Slug cheeks, what
right
the?
There. It's simple things.
Thank you, Ayless, appreciate you. Hope you're doing well, mate.
Just when it seemed like DRX was in trouble, I mean, the site exec looked so good. There was really no way, right, that they were going to survive. Yosemite even started to check the corner.
Yeah, he spammed him too. I mean, Buzz got down
Yeah,
to
he spammed him to 29.
Shot
It's just crazy
through the
unlucky.
smoke.
And the timing to just turn away.
Everybody ran past him even after he was getting those kills because you thought he was running away from the smoke. No, he stayed inside.
I mean, the chaos.
And this is their last timeout.
To try to keep your wits about you is so difficult.
Even to get the right information.
Jesus.
2 here players hitting the site during an execute like that. Comms have to be clean, crisp. Not quite there for Billy. And they will use their final timeout of the potentially series.
Is this one unlucky? No, this one is unlucky. It's just that extra bullet.
Sometimes I'm looking at the score, I'm looking
Like
at the
maybe,
series score, and I'm like,
I mean,
oh, yeah,
it's a good mix of both, really. It's kind of a decision. In my mind, it's unlucky because he had the premise to actually just like, I mean, he had the idea to actually just shoot it.
And we heard from the desk too.
Just one extra bullet and just need to shoot. So maybe he needs to kind of commit more.
The biggest comeback after a 10-2 half. And DRX might own the majority of biggest comebacks ever at global events.
Yeah, they've had their fair share of them.
In my mind, that's unlucky because he wanted to do it. He spammed just in case. It's also the fact that he didn't hit a headshot.
We just saw exactly that. Now here on Haven, they're putting down a comeback attack.
Billy call a timeout. They decide to low buy into this, so it's all about the next round. But honestly, the low buy is not too bad. Looking like they're going a little bit faster. Looks like they're going real fast, to be honest. B or Garage.
One rifle in the hands of K-Knight.
And there's definitely not as much nuance here in the Billy attack side that we were seeing on Lotus.
Yeah, agreed. Absolutely.
B fake pivot into Garage. Oh, through C.
He pushed through Garage. Yeah, he's going for it.
Yeah, we're going for the.
Instantly denied by Zest of all people again.
Oh yeah, crazy guy.
On the other side falls too.
Trade's nice though.
K-Knight
Big
a
kill.
nice trade onto Mako, but whatever attempt they had.
Yeah, okay, tried something a little bit different on this one. Didn't fully go to plan. Wanted to just kind of split like this. Obviously, when splitting like this, pressure over towards C, like from C anyway. So
into B, into C link to go
not too bad. Wanted to kind of crunch this area.
And there was not even smokes there from Rin to really.
It was fine though. With their guns, it made a lot of sense in terms of trying to get close.
That one smoke, but not a follow up on to spawn, and then Rin.
Angel TP. Hey, they got the trade on it. Got the trade on the eco. Can't be too angry about it.
So we can go for a fast push through Garage, which would catch him off guard. Speaking of off guard, they're going to go for another C push, maybe a dash.
Okay, this is their big buy round though.
From
this is nice from DRX. They push over towards C, they get full info, and they hold on to the info as well.
Yeah, Buzz. So much control. They should have heard the stun. They should have heard everything, and they should have seen the wall swap. But I'm not even sure they've got that info yet.
I don't think so.
Nobody peeking mid, only a turret, so they might not. And once again, that orb swapped back to give
it's a good amount of info from the dog. Used kind of early though, but I think it's so fine. Big question mark over towards middle.
I mean, they've got him corralled and controlled.
Buzz early info, yep. No
yep, that's nice as well.
And this
wall goes up.
Supports him quite good.
Yeah. Just a
wall
question
goes
of
up.
how much gas is left in Viper's tank, and when that wall goes up.
Might not be any, actually. They're through it.
Yeah. Fully disrespecting the wall, the aftershock back site. You hear the ult come through as they try to clear Buzz off this area. Mako
3 people fighting site. Seekers might change the round here.
Smoke lasts forever. They just hold on to backside. It's so nice.
Are they going to get to this? Yeah, they are. They're intent on trying to take the site, and so far so good.
Man, there's a lot of people fighting here. We basically had an 8-person fight on site.
RB left alone. We've seen him in situations like this so often.
Wizzy did great again.
A 1vx when the round seems like it's done.
So, the Angel TPs, yeah, this with an Omen flash. It wasn't too bad, I don't think, but
Billy with another.
it was more Wizzy doing great. Made a lot of space.
Mako there succumbing to what Rin just did. He TP backside where Billy plays.
Where did Mako actually TP? Was it this one? Or was it this one?
It's very difficult to deal with. In that situation, Mako throwing his smoke down, trying to play.
Oh, it was that one. Oh, okay, that was really bold.
Mako, as the smoke collapses, is trying to get an advantage as Stacks fills the space that he leaves. But either way,
yeah, really,
Billy is so
yeah, this one I got my answer
site,
at least.
realizing they don't get the space that they really need, waiting for a little bit, and then pushing even further. And that's another example of that. Beautiful freeze.
Buzz with the op. And they very well might end here. They've taken some main control, but concerned about short with really no setup here. I mean, you see the respect that both Jets are showing one another.
Yeah, this is interesting right now. I think Billy is considering the fact they just smoked the turret.
It's nice info. Flash goes real deep over towards him.
Down mid, so that's why they slowed down a little bit on A.
Is it going to reach? It didn't spot him. Oh my god. Oh, it finally spots him. Just at the very end.
They should have seen the op in his hands.
Do they avoid? They're avoiding him.
Trailblazer to maybe get him back on the line, and if it goes deep
double
enough,
B hold.
he might get back.
It's the first time they've done this.
All the info. Mako needs to stay alive though.
Smoker.
It's going to be difficult to do. 31
Oh, they know that
C
C's. Dude, they gotta know that C's weak now.
Now Billy rotating towards C.
Saw one person holding short with no info. Flash was over towards here. Omen spotted, then Viper. Molly. That's 4.
Note here, Zest is ahead of this. He's already rotated over. The Molly again from the Viper to
Where
cause some
the
problems
hell
on
are
the
we?
flat out from Billy, but they managed to circumvent it for now. RB 45 HP tucked behind the wall, trying to find some space.
Oh my god,
again.
look at this.
Is
Dude, when this smoke goes, chaos.
It's just standing here on the site. There's nothing but smokes and walls keeping them from apart from one another. And as soon as it goes down, it's going to be a bloodbath. 1 for 1 early on. Sacks looking for another, but it's BLG once again who established control.
Oh, dear God.
Here. He can stop the round by himself. He's going to swing on it, but the spike planted. Mako with 3 in the round
The
is
extra
over.
one through it.
DRX
That's ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, that was madness. There was so many people just behind the smokes waiting for him to go.
He's just trying to deny the plant.
That's so funny. I'll take that.
If he doesn't get that, Buzz is so far away, and that
Yeah, great round from Mako.
Really difficult.
Dude, it's Billy's gaming. I think the money's wrecked.
Saw Mako early in that, when the smoke all fell.
I can't believe that.
You see him hiding behind there because the other guy's swinging, doesn't realize he's killed him yet. That's so funny.
The free kill, the spam through the box.
Oh, okay. So they insta-lose a round after they just won, and they do manage to squeeze together a bye, but this is pretty much it. Because for their next round, they're going to have 2-4 loss bonus, and they got nothing on top of this. So this is the big round for Billy Gaming.
Billy has slowed down so much since those early attempts.
Yeah.
Remember, they were just throwing things at the wall in terms of pushing B on their ecos, trying to up the pace. But they're realizing that's the wrong strategy. And at this point, you start to second guess any ideas of what you have on the game.
Here.
They're so consistently being put in that position on C where they just can't push further through the Viper wall.
It's a big gamble from DRX in terms of A.
And we saw the beginning of the half start in exactly that fashion.
What do they do to counter this? It seems like they want to set up for a flush out of garage, but I mean, RB, he's going to step back on the smoke. You got the fault line set up from K-Knight for them to dash out forward. You've got the paranoia set up too.
Oh, pit reactively, but there's an ult coming out from Bianca right now. Does he tag anything?
They haven't gotten out onto site.
Oh, that looks like a high ult.
DRX have handled this so well.
30 seconds and they have to pivot. They can't go C anymore.
30
There's no way to flush Zest out.
But they've
There's literally no one on A. Uh-oh.
A trick! Oh, where did that shot go? That looked like it was going to be between his eyes.
Dude, that was actually harder to miss than it was hit.
That's Billy. It seemed labored, it seemed late, but they roll over DRX. Can Zest 1v4 this? What's the money situation look like? Spotty. Buzz has a bit to go around.
Toxins going up.
So maybe they take a shot at this, but
Damn big rounds. I mean, they had to win it. They win it. 3 of them staying alive would be perfect for them as well.
Orb over to K-Knight, to Yosemite, who's very close to his lockdown too.
Toxin screen down.
Yeah, that's nice. 3,000. We can get some drops on the go. Dude, they need to make sure. Dude, how many O's have I done? They need to not hump for this. These all need to relax. Just make sure that they're out of the spike range, and that's it.
Could come back to haunt him for sure.
And then the decision.
Honestly, this money's kind of low. They're close.
Try to deal. Oh, whoa.
What?
Oh, boss.
What happened there?
Oh, boss.
Did he have a gun? Yeah.
But it's okay because 2 survived and they can drop.
Where did he die?
Just to the spike down bottom grass.
Yeah, but
there's that mission. Oh my god. I'd be so mad.
And there's a hole in his hood now.
But it looked like he flicked right
just ripping them
afterwards.
apart with the insert in garage too.
Oh, bro.
That's just not.
That's silly.
No reaction. Love it.
Or at least the shot went to the right.
2 rounds keeping these 2 teams apart. DRX still with control. The op in the hands of Buzz, but they're going fast towards A.
Oh man, big change of pace. 3 people here.
With blades, the first one found. He's got to drop down.
Hey.
But K-Knight's there to help.
Oh.
Can Zest once again be the anchor? Can it be too much? He's already gotten 2. He tries to pop out. Zest
Mate, he did
almost
so well.
I swear every series that guy has game-saving multi-kills. And it might just have happened again. Buzz and Mako on the retake. Mako's been great. Buzz
Omen flash for retake.
Find it difficult to get value.
That's going to hit him.
Omen flash for jet knives. Wait, hit both.
You're right, but the dash forward, he clears hell first. Leaving Bianca.
That was nice though. Holy, what a round from them. Oh man, money can't be good. Money's going to be absolutely in the bin.
That's the difficult situation when you go for that setup. It's so consistent.
What a great Omen flash as well on top of this.
At getting value normally.
I mean, Zest did everything,
Setting up
really.
the crossfire in dark, in graffiti. And I don't know how that takes down K-Knight. That's just ridiculous.
Dude, holy Zest, man.
Yeah, that was
He's
great.
To hold
a rock.
Yep.
I call him that all the time, but he really is.
Perfect
DRX
retake.
is on
Yeah,
match
it's really
point,
good.
not match point.
Brods, thank you so much, mate. Appreciate you. Thank you for
Upper
the
bracket
2 months, mate.
semi-final point.
Thank you very
The team who
much.
gets there
Okay,
almost
3 chances
every
for this one.
time.
Like we
Here
said,
they are
money's
again.
pretty much in the bin. I mean,
No
do you know what?
strangers to it.
They do a little bit better than I thought for this.
Definitely no strangers to closing out maps like this.
Bulldog,
Billy do
Spectre,
have some tools, though. They've got the rolling thunder.
missing
Reyna's is
a lot of util, but it's
currently
not
with the
too...
spike, but you see the
too
buy,
bad.
Bianca with the Spectre.
And they've swapped up.
3 chances for DRX to close us
Wall
out.
again, don't forget.
Close maps, though.
The Viper wall in front of B, into garage and down bottom C. It hasn't worked
Oh,
in the past.
well.
That's a lot of info.
3 spotted with that Trailblazer.
That's
That's
devastating.
from C-Link. I mean, that thing went far. Drone to get him up close. Mako with the smoke. They're not going to rely on that delay. Remember, they can't without the Viper wall. So
Breach
Mako,
short. Breach short,
maybe
send
has
it.
one assist smoke.
Do they turn the corner before? Doesn't hit this corner.
Miss, but he somehow dodges it once more, dashing forward, trying to find space, and Mako with
Mako
2.
has just
But Reyna on the
saved them.
counter, punching right back.
Mako was full stunned in that situation. Zest is fast.
Again, can Zest be the hero for DRX once more?
Just gets the kill and backs off. Playing this very well, but here's the freeze from Billy. Can they find any way
2
to maybe
Killjoy.
TP on the other side? Maybe.
Could have pumped
If
for long,
Bianco's
really.
aggressive.
But then you're scared that someone might be down long.
No, they're gonna dig their heels in.
Yeah.
At least I thought.
Cool
towards
came
C.
in. You got to pump for long. He's got Killjoy out.
Bianca thinks he can play. Yeah, they're
Dude, look to
playing
the
away
right.
from the
Oh my
Killjoy
goodness,
lockdown.
boss.
Oh, he's
man.
got 2 shocks too.
Oh, where's he
Rin,
gonna
where are
TP?
you headed?
Remember, K-Knight on Lotus was so good at finding the proper spots,
This
but
is so safe.
Honestly?
he's not even using it through
I
B.
realize there's a
Too
one-on-one, no
scared,
vision
it's
to
not
block.
planted for long, remember, but actually
God,
putting that
there's the
right in
vision
their
block.
head.
It is, and he's got shocks, but he's not using them. He's just going to try to spam through, and RB's going to be able to hold it the whole way. There was
Okay, nicely handled in the end.
RB
Dude, I
sticks
forgot
it.
about the wall.
DRX survived the best possible shot that BLG
Nice
threw their
2-0
way
from
in
them.
advance.
Yeah, looked impressive. This was a good game. This was a close game.
Up into that
Great
upper
start
bracket,
from DRX,
semi-final.
honestly. Billy did good to actually make this one a little bit closer
It
than I
is
thought it would
exactly
be.
where they belong.